Okay, so I'm definitely a cracked record, and I'm definitely in a rut. I have no complaints about either. Oh, that was a nice one. Good start. Um, yeah, I keep coming back to this because it's kind of comfort zone for me now. But also because I need reassurance that there is a sensible way to bet against these house games. Um, because the more I watch these professionals, so-called professionals on YouTube, the more astounded I am at their sheer stupidity. And then I have to think to myself, well, is it deliberate? I mean, are they acting like prats because that's the playbook that's been handed to them by the casinos who host them, endorse them, encourage them? Um, it's just hard to understand what's going on, really. I think that's a repeater. Back to the min. I mean, they really play so badly, suicidally, basically. 51 second. 2 3 third. Well, that was a nice surprise. I thought that was going to be a loss, um, or at least a push. Okay, back to the min. Yeah, I'm sort of here in a way because the horse racing thing at the moment is proving something of a challenge. 12 days of December so far processed through the worksheet, which of course is every spit and cough. And of those 12 days, only one was a winner. And that is very unusual. Very unusual. But hey, was that a plus or a minus? I think I better call it a minus. Oh dear, I better add 51. 2 3. I think I screwed up again. 5 3, drop. Now it's 6 3. 1 2 3. Now it's 9 6. Oh, that was nice. 3 4. 1 2 3 4. It's always nice to get surprises, don't you think? Oh boy, that's a double down. That was even better. Yeah, 3 4. So that's a £400, or sorry, $400 bonus there. Always like those. Double for the loss. 1 2 third. Oh, goody. Minimum. That was sheer flash. Yeah, these guys, I mean, I don't get the appeal of vicarious gambling, but maybe those channels are subscribed to basically by people who no longer gamble because they lost all their money. And so they're getting their jollies. But then why would the casinos support what is basically therapy for gamblers who aren't coming back? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's no aspect of it that makes any sense to me, which could, of course, mean that I have insufficient brain power to cope with the obvious. I think that must be a repeat. Right, now we're back to the min. Plus uno, plus one, +1. It's going our way right now, ain't it? Plus max. And all of a sudden, so we chase that one. All right, so we got that back. So we go back to the min. Doing all right for 5 minutes. +1. Double for the tie. That's a shock. That's 1-2, I think. Another nice little bonus. Minimum. Look at that for fluke. Plus another one. Damn, it's going all our way at the moment. And every time I say that, I have a loss. That's a repeat. And that's a double for the tie. Sorry, push. All right, so that's oh, I'm going to call it 4-5. Oops, that'll be too much. I think I'm going to call it 4-5, just because I can. I might regret this. I do regret it. Okay, so that's got to be 14-15, third, and we will be running away if we don't get it. Oh, there's a relief. But this is what happens in this game all the time, you know, but you've got to have the money out there. You know, if you keep betting like these prats on YouTube, you know, where they keep betting the same amount, they've fallen in the hole and then they start winning. They get a winning streak and they just keep betting the same amount over and over again. And if you don't exploit winning streaks and try and mitigate or reduce the damage from losing streaks, then you're asking for trouble. And the goal always has to be achieving an average winning bet value which exceeds the average losing bet value by a percentage far greater than the actual value or the house edge against you in a given sequence of bets. Oh yeah, we don't do that. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Double for the tie. Push. Okie dokie. 2, 3. Second. 5, 6. Third. Oh boy. Okay, so that was expensive. So we're 5, 6. Well, it seems silly to run away from a shoe that's nearly finished. 5, 6. So that's 17, 20. Was that the third? It's minimum anyway. 17, 20. 17, 20 it is. Oh boy. Look at that. That was lucky. Okay, so we bet 3,700 to protect a win of 2,700. So that wasn't. Oh God, sorry. Bless me. Ooh, you flashy bugger. Flashy bugger again. That's 1, 2, third. God, something's got me. Oh. Uh, 3, 2, drop. Why did I do that? Well, that would have given me 20, and it would have given the house 21. So that was pretty clever, really, yeah, because I'd have caught the 5. And then the house would have caught the ace. Well, I'm not sure about this. Not paying attention. All right. So it's +1 anyway. Yes, I do have some sort of attention deficit thing going on. So that's a repeat. All right. All right. So 1, 2, starting the second shoe. That's the third. Well, that was cheeky. Back to the min. All right. A little streak going here. Repeat it. Doobly doon. Very nice. Blimey, O'Reilly. Flipping heck. We're doing all right, aren't we? Yeah. All right, it had to come to an end, so we're back to the min here now. Double for the push. Double down. All righty. 1, 2. Second. 3, 4. Third. Just repeat it. Oh, come on. 7, 4, drop. 7, 4, it is. Bugger. 11, 8. 19, 20, third. Blimey O'Reilly. Now that was a good catch. That was lucky. But you've got to understand something about this game, and that is that luck plays a role for both sides equally. So that was what we might call a dealer's catch, or a dealer's pull, the sort of thing that dealers do to you all the time. Well, that was very nice. Thank you, Wizard. Back to the men. There we go. Business as usual. 1, 2, third. 3, 2, drop. 3, 2 it is. Oh, good save. Now it's 3, 4 for the push. I keep wanting to say tie because I do so much baccarat. That was a jammy one right there. That was cool. I like that. Okay, so we're out of trouble there. Back to the min. Double. 1, 2, third again. 3, 2, drop. 3-2 is the bet. Ouch! 5-4. All right, now you're showing off. 9-10, third. Oh! Now you got 19 anyway. So that's 19-20 drop. Should I run away? Yeah. So that was +1. So 19-20 is the bet. I do believe we came out alive. Look at that, 19-20. Yep. And we're 6,150 ahead in 16 minutes or less. +1. +1. Oh, show off. Do that again. Double down. If you're going to double down a 10, then you can't do better than an ace, can you? Clear and back to the min. +1. +1. That's a repeater. Bugger! That's a doubler. That's a double downer. Okay, so now we have got 3-4 is the third. I think it's third. All right. Not sure I did that right, but anyway, minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. Minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. Double down. Oops. Okay, so that's 1-2 second. 3-4 third. We might have to roll over. But perhaps not. Look at that. Caught another ace on our 10. So I think we're good. I'm going to put one more bet, and I think this is going to be the yellow card. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're going to give the wizard the flashy last, because I'm not going to chase that for a quarter. I love it, actually, the way they call 25s a quarter. But then Steve Wynn famously once said at a meeting about, I think he was supporting the mayor of Las Vegas or something in his re-election bid. Well, let's all throw in a quarter. And everybody said, oh, I think it's going to take more than that for him to win. And he said, well, I mean $250,000. So, yeah, everything is relative. Isn't that what they say? Anyway, see you next time, folks. Bye. Okay, so let me say, first of all, I'm not singling out Bobby Rivas out of personal reasons. This is just because this is a perfect example of prattish play according to the casino playbook. What casinos need is for people to be as stupid as possible. They expect them to be stupid when they sit down to play, and then they help them become a little more stupid by feeding them so-called free cocktails, right? And here is Bobby Rivas doing something incredibly stupid, but which the casinos would applaud. And if you look at this objectively, fairly, sensibly, what you're seeing is just sheer prattishness, sheer stupidity. It's not fun. It's just, it's frustrating for anybody who understands these games and understands the numbers and the odds and makes at least some attempt to overcome the odds. This kind of behavior is really, really bad news. And he has the right to do whatever he wants with his money. But there's the 5, okay? There's a 9. What comes next doesn't matter. Turnover, 15, and then the 9 would have bust the dealer. Bobby would have won 300, instead of which he lost 400. And he seems perfectly happy with it. It's just bizarre. It is bizarre. I'm letting it play again because it's sort of like, but he's not alone. I mean, Bobby is not by any means alone. He's all the guys who are encouraged, hosted, sponsored by the casinos play the same kind of game. Dumb stupidity. Suicide. It's just odd. There's the 5 and the 9 again. And he had 3 winning hands on the table. He'd have made 300, instead of which, he lost 5. I mean, how insane is that? Seriously speaking.